Mamuina Akwaba at the by Incasative for. Andrew that Friday and the final burial of Konedu Agyemang Rawlings on the former First Lady of the Republic of Ghana. Let's say for NDC Pinifuku Dameko Pimo Honum Sansuna top MVP officials Sako Pimo Honum Ayasam Ketua Sansuna. As of 4 Pombi Brea, Wagana Hum Sina, Eco Pimo, Ayema Konedu Agyemang Rawlings final burial. Nas native for instance, some Ecoso Honum de Ayamobo Ayasifim. Now, finally, Nebusian for and an making of final tribute to the outgoing of Konedu Agyemang Rawlings. Nas and some Ecoso Honum de Ayamobo Yasifim Pa. Now, NDC first of all, Pombisu side and similar to concerning the final rest of Konedu Agyemang Rawlings. And the TNCB Pinocchio in summer and rather Friday Moka, no Mundi Tudra.
A report of the state burial of the former First Lady Nana Konedu Agyemang Rawlings. Former First Lady Nana Konedu Agyemang Rawlings has been laid to rest following a solemn state funeral at the Black Star Square in Accra, where thousands of mourners and national leaders gathered to honor her memory. The ceremony drew key government officials, members of parliament, political party executives, traditional authorities, the clergy, and representatives from civil society organizations. Channel One News' presidential correspondent Akusia Ochre has more in this report.
The atmosphere came to a solemn standstill today as the nation gathered to honor the life and legacy of former First Lady Nana Konedu Agyemang Rawlings. Adorned in the colors of state and rich traditional symbolism, her funeral rites unfolded with a dignity reserved for a prominent figure. The President and First Lady were among the mourners. They were joined by the Vice President, Professor Agyemang, and former heads of state, all paying tribute to a woman whose influence shaped politics in the country. As tributes poured in, their children spoke with emotion, remembering her as a mother of deep conviction, whose principles guided every step of their lives.
Our father trusted you completely because you had an unfailing ability to perceive purpose and possibility. You discerned readiness long before he did. Your vision and strength reflected in every milestone he reached. You were far more than a right hand. You were strategic, clear-minded, and unwavering. You were strategic, clear-minded, and unwavering. You and Dad were in truth one another's partner. You were one another's pillars. As a mother, you were our protector, our advocate, our confidant, and most importantly, our friend.
Grandchildren recollected family moments, stories of laughter, and the countless lessons she imparted.
She was the most fascinating woman, with stories pouring out of her every time she spoke. These were not ordinary stories. They were vibrant, dramatic, action-packed tales, delivered with a spark in her voice that made you feel as though you were living these stories right beside her. She found humor in the most unexpected ways, in the unexpected corners of life. Only she could transform National Geographic into a telenovela.
The 31st December Women's Movement, her signature legacy, was celebrated as a transformative force that opened doors for countless Ghanaian women. Beneficiaries vowed to carry on her vision.
We affirm our commitment to uphold her legacy. We will continue to work the work she began, advancing women's economic empowerment, protecting the rights of children, and building strong communities anchored in justice, equality, and compassion.
Paying tribute, the President, John Dramani Mahama, described the late former First Lady as a pioneering leader whose lifelong commitment to service left an enduring mark on Ghana.
As a mother, grandmother, sister, friend, and mentor, she brought energy, clarity, and purpose to every space she occupied. Nana Konedu lived a life of service, courage, and deep conviction. Even in challenging moments of our national journey, she carried herself with dignity, always guided by her commitment to Ghana's unity, progress, and stability.
With slow, deliberate steps, led the solemn procession to the military cemetery, where she was finally laid to rest.
The death of the longest-serving First Lady of the Republic of Ghana, Nana Konedu Agyemang Rawlings, marks the closure of a significant chapter in Ghana's political and social history. Many who gathered here today at the Independence Square have described her legacy as one that will continue to inspire generations. Reporting for Channel 1 Television from the Independence Square, Akwesi Autry.